or we'll just discuss about third laws and then we go for the next situation. Again, this name of the law is not mentioned for you. That will be mentioned for you in class 9. But whatever are the outcomes of that law will be used. I don't know. Many of you might have already heard about it. I'll just give you an example. There is a mass of 10 kg acting on, there is a mass of 10 kg placed on surface, let's say ground. Now,
Yes, sir.
what is the force acting on the mass?
Sir, you didn't say the force acting on the ground.
I'm asking the force acting on the mass.
Oh, force acting on the mass. 1,000? 2,000?
Okay, let me write down. So we have one answer which is 1,000 Newton. Anything else apart from that?
10.
So Kavya says 10 Newton.
1,000 Newton.
1,000 Newton. Okay.
Sir, 100 newtons.
So V2 says 100 Newtons. Well, so we are having all multiples of 10. So somebody else should say 10,000 Newton or 1 Newton, right? Okay. Now let's say, now how did you arrive at it? I'll ask first Veda. Veda, can you tell me how did you arrive at 1,000 Newton? Or what made you think that the force acting on that mass would be 1,000 Newton? Anyone else?
Well, because force acting on a weight should be more than the weight so that it can move.
Okay. Good. So force acting on the weight. So what is the weight of the object here?
10 kg.
10. Okay. I'll just discuss that also. Probably. I think. So first, let's say I'll discuss what is weight of the object before discussing what is weight of an object. There are two things that we talk about: weight of an object and mass of an object. Is there any difference between these two? I think you've been introduced to that before, but still, let's have a quick review of
the mass would be same everywhere, but the weight depends on the gravity. So, for example, on the moon, like for example, here if our weight is something around 40, 45, on the moon it would be 10. I'm not sure of that calculation, but the mass would remain the same. So the weight depends on gravity.
Okay, any other? Yeah, that was a good explanation. So mass remains constant everywhere. And what else? Mass remains constant everywhere. That's the first thing, right? And weight doesn't remain constant. So if I have to define mass, how would I, or if I have to define weight, how would I define mass and how would I define weight? Akshat, can you tell me what is weight? Let's try to define weight first, and then we'll discuss about the other things. Yes,
Sir, is it like the force which pulls objects down to the earth due to gravity?
So weight is what? Weight is the force with which an object is pulled towards ground.
Yeah.
Right? So what is weight? Weight is the force with which an object is pulled towards ground. And what is mass? Mass is amount of matter contained in the object.
Yeah.
Got it? So, even I know that you might have studied this many times before, but let's make a note of it because that's going to be very useful to us to answer this question, right? So I'll just write down the definition.
Sir, what is the answer, sir?
Which one? I'll tell you answer. Don't worry.
Okay, sir.
In fact, you will tell me. What is mass? Mass is amount. You can just write down that amount of matter contained in the body. So that's mass. And what is weight? Weight is the force with which Earth pulls an object downwards, right? Earth pulls an object downwards. What is weight? Now this is weight on Earth. So instead of Earth, I can say this can be any planet or any body, any heavenly body. It can be any planet, pulls it towards it, right? So how can I define weight? Weight is the force with which Earth or a planet or a satellite pulls an object towards itself. I hope that is clear. So because now, so if I want to write down the formula for weight, so weight of an object can be written as m in. What is G?
Hello?
Yes, yes. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir, we
my-
can hear you, but your
Yeah.
video is
Yeah, the
not.
screen will be
Yes,
back in
sir.
a couple of seconds. Don't worry about that. Fine. So what is m? Mass. Weight is m into g. What is m? Mass of the body. And g is what? Acceleration due to gravity. So what is acceleration due to gravity? If I leave an object, then the acceleration with which the object falls on Earth called acceleration due to gravity. Can someone tell me what is the value of acceleration due to gravity? Yeah, anyone who has an idea of what is acceleration due to gravity? Fine. You can just take down this part first. So first one is mass. What is mass? Amount of matter contained in the body. What is weight? It is the force with which any planet or Earth pulls an object downward or towards itself. Got it? What is downward? Towards itself. So just take down the definition, then we'll analyze this. Okay, done. G is, Kavya, what is it? Oh, weight by mass. Very good. That's a smart answer, right? So I want, so G on Earth, G is acceleration due to gravity. So what is acceleration due to gravity? It is the acceleration with which an object which is close to a planet falls towards the planet. So G is what? Acceleration, small g. Small g denotes the acceleration with which, you can just take down that also. Let's see. So I'll get back to this question. I think because you might need a few of the previous things to be revised. So we write small g. Small g is what? Acceleration due to gravity. So how do I define acceleration due to gravity? Acceleration with which an object close to a planet. An object close to a planet falls towards the planet. The surface of a planet. Towards the planet. As of now, fine. So what is it? It's basically acceleration. So for Earth, if there is a surface, if this is Earth, if I leave a mass m, we know that it is falling down. And you can easily see that when it is falling down, what is happening? Its speed increases, right? Its speed increases when it is falling down. So the acceleration or the rate of increase of speed is called g. Now, if it is acceleration is a with which it is falling down, that acceleration is denoted by g, just to say that this acceleration is due to the gravitational force of Earth. What is g? G is acceleration. So if a mass m is falling towards Earth, if a mass m is, so take it down, then we'll go further. Good. So now let's see. So let me take down this. So the value of acceleration due to gravity on surface of Earth is 9.8 meter per second square. This you can write it down. So we approximately take it as 10 meter per second square. Right? We are taking it approximately as 10 meter per second. You can just take this as for what? On surface of Earth. Various different planets will have different acceleration due to gravity. That can be calculated, but not now. When you get into class 9, we will be doing
But sir, how would we know like the gravitational forces of other planets except like maybe Mars or like the planets in the solar system?
No, I could only hear the names of the planets. So what was your doubt, Arya? Can you repeat it?
No, what I was saying is that we could only calculate the gravitational forces of the planets in the solar system. Other planets we don't know.
So if you know the mass of the planet and size of the planet, you can calculate for any planet. Now it doesn't depend on whether the planet belongs to the solar system, doesn't belong to the solar system. What it depends on is mass and size. Okay, so that's why you must have seen a lot of data about Jupiter is around 100 times heavier than Earth, something of that kind, right?
And
Yes. So all these comparisons, you'll see that all the planets comparisons, we make it with Earth. Because comparing the size and mass with Earth will tell me what is the acceleration due to gravity on that particular planet. That you'll be learning. So just hold on for a few months. When you get into 9th class, you'll be learning. And in fact, you can calculate acceleration due to gravity for every planet in the solar system. Okay. So now let's look at, so this part is clear. So it is approximately 9.8 meter per second square. Actually speaking, 9.81 meter per second square. So we don't have to be so precise. We generally take it as 10 meter per second square. Now, let's say there is a mass of 10 kilogram. Now this is falling down with an acceleration which is equal to g on surface of Earth. So what is the force experienced by the mass? If a mass of 10 kilogram is allowed to fall freely on surface of Earth or near surface of Earth, what will be force experienced by that mass? I hope you're getting it. I take a mass, something of this kind, and leave it. So it is falling down. If I take a marker and leave it, it falls down. Right? So when it is falling down, what is the acceleration with which it is falling down? That is equal to g. Right? Then can you tell me what is the force acting on that mass? What is the formula for force when you know mass and acceleration? What would be formula for force when we know mass and acceleration?
It would be 100. Mass into acceleration.
Mass into acceleration. We have just done that, right?
yeah.
So what will be the force here? Mass is how much? 10 kilograms. And acceleration, as I told you, we can take it as 10 meter per second square. What would be the force in this case?
100.
100 Newton, right?
Yeah, 100.
So I can safely say that force equal to how much? Force is mass into acceleration. So what is that force? Force is mass is how much? 10 kilograms. And acceleration is how much? 10 meter per second square. So that is equal to how much? 100 Newton. Towards what? Towards surface of Earth. Yeah. A very simple concept. A quick review of what all things we have done just now. We defined mass. So what does mass tell us about? Mass tells about the amount of matter contained in the object, right? So you take it, let it be on Earth, let it be on Jupiter, let it be on Saturn, anywhere in the universe, it will have same value because the amount of matter in the object would not change. You take a cricket ball from here to Jupiter, it will remain same. Mass will remain same because the contents of the cricket ball wouldn't change, right? Now,
So the weight would be different.
yeah, the weight would be different. Why? Why would the weight be different? Because
So weight generally depends on like, so weight is basically like how much of gravitational pull is there. So yeah, so depending on the gravity, like the weight changes.
So depending on gravity, what will happen? Weight
The
would change.
weight would
right?
change.
So different particles would have different weight on different.
Like for example, our weight is lighter on the moon because the moon has like lesser gravitational force.
Yes. Yes. So if we are going to a planet where acceleration due to gravity is less, then what will happen? We'll feel lighter. Why would we feel lighter? Because the force with which that planet is pulling us towards ground is very much less.
And so in space we weigh nothing, right? Like in space we don't have weight because space has no gravity.
In space, there is nothing which is pulling you.
Yes, sir.
So if there is no pulling, what will happen? G will
Sir, what about artificial gravity, sir?
That's a different thing. Artificial gravity is something which is created. And there are various ways of creating gravity. We have zero gravity spaces being created at various places. And of course, not very many places, but let me complete this, then we'll talk about that.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Okay, so others, apart from Arya, I hope all of you could understand that why the weight changes on different planets or different objects, because G on those objects is different.
Yes, sir.
I hope that's clear to all of you. Got it? Fine. So
Yeah.
now I think you're all in a position to answer the question that I just asked. Before, when I was, before this, we started with the question and then we came to this part. Now let me get back to that question once again. Now the question was, I keep a mass, again our value of mass is 10 kilograms on ground, right? So I'm placing this on ground. Find the force acting on the mass.
Yes, sir.
Now you can tell me the answer. Veda thinks 100 Newton. Okay. The others? Alex? Yes. Alex goes with 100 Newton. Kirtana wants to be more precise, 98 Newton. Okay. Akshat. Kavya, I think you should have given the answer, not yet. Kavya, what is your answer? Arya, what is your answer? Saumik, what is your answer?
Yes, sir. Sir, I think I go with 100.